towards Diddy.
So I just came out of the Diddy trial. Got a ton of notes for you guys. I'm going to break down these videos. I got to get out of NYC, though, but I hate to say it. The bottom line is people who came to watch the case were walking out. I hate to say it. We were getting bored in there with Cassie's testimony. I think everybody thought it was going to be explosive. This is a RICO case. They're trying to show trafficking, if you know what I mean. And I hate to say it, but the government is doing a terrible job at showing it. Now, they are showing, yes, domestic violence. They keep asking her, so at these freak-offs, who selected your outfits? Who Diddy? But they're not showing, okay, this escort was taken, traveled here for this. And it's not showing multiple people involved. All you're seeing the government prove is that Diddy committed domestic violence, but that is a state case that is not need a federal trial. So I hate to say it, guys. We know we don't want this, but I think Diddy could get off on the RICO charges. I'm not seeing it. I could be wrong, but the government is just not doing a great job. I stepped out because I'm just dying in there. It is really hard. It's hard to ride all day. I will have more info on stuff for you guys. Cassie broke down on the stand crying, basically just saying that she loves the diddler and she would do anything for him. And I hate to say it, but I think the defense is going to come back and say, well, this is a case of somebody who is just so in love that she would say, literally, I just wanted to make him happy. I didn't want him to be angry or upset because he didn't know what could happen. And so I think the defense is going to get up there and say, look, you were just so in love with him, you would do anything he asked you to. Well, guess what? That's not, that was your choice. That's what they're going to say is you were an adult and you made that choice, whether good or bad, you made that choice to do anything for him for love. So I don't know, Patriots. I got to get out of here. I'll get you guys more. Wish me luck. I love you guys. I will keep you updated and I will be back here. Thank you. I love you, New York, too. Secret Service, I'm out. Sam Semper President.
So yeah, so those what kind of happened day 3, and I think tomorrow I think they're still going to question Cassie again about more stuff when it comes to the freakouts and everything. But when it comes to the government, I don't know what Texas is trying to do because he was right about when it comes to the defendant, they could use Cassie is using Cassie to say you love the man and what he could have stopped if you did love the man, you could have stopped and everything. So I don't know what the government is trying to do. But go ahead, Ronnie. Ronnie, what's your take on day 3 trial?
No, but this is a prime example. I know Sugar Boy right now say why Cassidy is pretty much the main witness and she's dropping the ball. I told people, a lot of people, this should not have been able to go to a Fed case. It should have been a state case. It doesn't make any sense. They're trying to get P Diddy on a RICO charge. When you're trying to get P Diddy on a RICO charge, you got to show like certain motives. Right now, P Diddy already settled with Cassie. That's why it didn't make no sense for them to have her on the stand to give out more information. Not even the aspect of the video. They show video coverage today of the domestic violence they had at that hotel. They show you that there was a domestic violence situation. There was in a toxic relationship. Within the toxic relationship, a lot of things was going on. Even the aspect of their sexual escapade. Everybody knew PD is known to have a sexual appetite. Everybody knew about these freak offs. It doesn't surprise nobody one bit. So I already knew that Diddy might come out victorious within this case. And Cassidy is their main star witness. So I don't see who else they have on board who's going to be their star witness. Cassidy was the only one they had right there. She was the only one. So if they have somebody else, I'll be surprised because the male escort, he failed the other day, so he didn't do a good job. And now Cassie not doing a good job. Wait till the defense take over, I think, next week. That's a wrap for her statement. So go ahead, Akeem, your thoughts.
And Sugar Bum, I don't know if you ever been arrested before or ever been through a court case. They have to show burden of proof. And this is a RICO. So there has to be able to list the charges that is on there. Now, if they just got him on circumstantial evidence, this is the problem. You see what I'm trying to say? And we're going to look at this from a point like, and you said they might have other witnesses. These have to be concurrent to what they saying, what they got the charges listed on. We still to this day don't see why he's arrested for. Like when we think about real schmex trafficking, real this and that, like what the guy said, he said something clearly. If you did this because you was loved, they're not going to say you was forced at your will. Nobody has said that. You picked up and you left. What even is crazy for me is that you got a settlement and you still testifying. That's crazy work. I've never seen that done before. This
Federal,
is
you can do that. Federal, you can do that. You can look it up. Federal, you can do that. State, you can't, but federal, you can. Especially when it's a RICO case. That's why they was able to do that.
we're gonna see him. He's gonna get out of jail. Let's just hear me out. When he's going to get out of jail.
No, but Cassie is the main star witness. I don't see
she's the main.
I don't know who else they got. Oh, who else they got? No, we're gonna talk about
We're gonna talk soon.
That's actually next. Actually,
that's actually next. We're talking about Diddy right now. We're gonna get into the DGD debacle. But go ahead.
Shout out to the new subscriber as well.
Crypto, yeah, following this real closely and everything. Like, I don't get what the prosecution is doing by labeling Diddy with all the stuff he did with the free costs and everything. Try to show that, you know, I'm guessing try to show the jury that what type of monster he is, and maybe later on during the trial, you know, later during the weeks, they're gonna, you know, see why they're gonna add, you know, with the trafficking, the RICO, the trafficking and the RICO charges and everything, which I don't know what they're doing, because the thing is, it's like if you the feds, you know, why would you bring Cassie if she already settled with Diddy already, and you know why you got to name all these details of Diddy, you know, every single detail with in a relationship with Diddy and Cassie and everything, even though I don't know what, like I said, what they're doing and everything, but it is what it is. But maybe by tomorrow, Friday, or next week, we could see what the prosecutor is trying to do. But when it comes to the defense of Diddy and everything, this is a piece of cake, because all the stuff that Cassie did and everything, I'm guarantee you the defense will ask her, was you in love with the man, loving the man, or do you still have love from him till right now and everything? So with this situation, I don't. I'm just kind of confused, and I think that when it comes to this part, this part of the trial, I think defense can win. So, but like I said, we don't know. We don't know more what's just gonna come. We don't know when it comes to the tapes. There's still tapes out there that we don't know that who's on the tapes and everything. That the prosecutor might use it as evidence against Diddy and everything. So right now, listening to right now, I like I said, I don't know what the tactic prosecutors are doing, but it might be a good tactic that they might, show a jury, and then they might, do a surprise and really trying to turn this case around, and it might be that effective to put on Diddy, which they can use something else against Diddy and show why he's a monster, and show why he should be charged and go to jail and prison, all that type of things. But right now, I just, like I said, right now it's kind of, I mean, we're just learning about the nasty stuff that's going on, stuff we don't need to know about, and stuff that the kids don't need to know about either, because if I'm a kid, I don't know how I'm in there. And also Cassie's husband, I don't know why he in there listen to all the stuff that Diddy used to do to Cassie as well. I don't get that, but I guess it's for support, but listen to all this thing is crazy. So, but like I said, the case is not over yet. We're gonna keep giving you more details, how it's turning. But right now, it looks like Diddy is on the winning side at the moment.